Okay, everyone, boys and girls, men and women, and anybody and any entities out there. I was here earlier in the 24-hour period, earlier on Monday, and it appears my stalker is trying to dog me or to harass me. After I ended the Facebook Live, this man called my cell phone another 10 times or so. This man also knew my home phone number. This man I believe he's the same man who has called my live show and has said things that only a predator would say. So I want to take the extreme, what's the word I'm looking for? The extreme measure, if you will, to address this man in all like him. I want you to understand something. I take stalking extraordinarily seriously. I am a very compassionate man, a very loving man. But I am not the man to stalk. In some cases, I will rise above and protect myself with extreme measures. I would suggest you understand that at this very moment, to the man who kept attacking my Facebook Live, and to the man who attacks my TV show, Humanity Matters Live, and the gentleman who attacked me today and called both of my phone numbers. Understand. I may be kind. I may be a humanitarian, but you're messing with my family. So let me put this in a non-threatening way. You don't mess with my family. So let me just say this. As of now, you might have thought it was a prank. I have contacted the FBI. Tomorrow, I will be contacting the local authorities. We will find you. And you better pray that it's authorities that find you. If I personally find you, make no mistake, you will face legal justice. And you will face justice peacefully. But let me be very clear to anyone who would threaten me. You do not want to go there. Because I will defend myself with any and all means. Now let me be further clear to the mentally disturbed gentleman who thought he was funny. Make no mistake, I'm not the fool you think I am. I am going to tell you something. I believe in protecting myself at all costs. Right now, I'm going legal. And I have already contacted federal law enforcement. You may think that you are hiding through your little private unlisted number. But let me just tell you something. I was in law enforcement. And you, sir? Let me just leave it at that. You think you have the upper hand. We will see how much upper hand you have when the FBI starts looking for you. We will see when the local authorities start looking for you. You're playing with my life now. You crossed the line. You crossed the line. Let me tell you something. When I was 17 years old and 12 years old, a man crossed the line. That man broke into my house and tried to kill my sister. That man, let's just leave it at this. That man was sorry. From a legal standpoint, he wasn't laughing anymore. He was in, let's just say he spent a few days behind bars. You, sir, are headed in the same path. If I were you, I would identify yourself. I would write me a formal apology on my Facebook page if I were you. Because right now, I intend to go and press charges, and I will go to the fullest extent. Meaning, I will testify in any court against you. I am a humanitarian. I love people. But I am not the man to mess with. You walk on my property, even if it's virtual, you will face consequences. You come to me and call my house, you will face extreme consequences. You try to hurt me, you call my TV show and say things about a male's anatomy and be a pervert. You think that you're going to keep it up? No, sir. You, sir, are going to be seeing jail time or probation. Oh, and one other little thing, person. I've been to court, both civil and criminal, as the plaintiff, and I've helped defendants. I've never lost a case, Joe, Jim, or Jack, or Jamaica, whatever your name is. Your new name is going to be cellmate. I have never lost a court case. Oh yes, I espouse to the greatest parts and loving parts and compassionate parts of humanity. But you walk in the wrong path, and legally, ethically, and peacefully, you will be prosecuted. And frankly, if I were you, I'd start praying right about now. You see, you better hope the FBI arrests you. Because if they don't arrest you, and I have to hire a private investigator or do it myself, I will see to it that you get extra time in prison. You might think, well, you can't do that. I can't. Then I would like you to explain why my voice helped to get a law passed throughout the United States of America. A law that many people fought against and still do. A law that, whether you like it or not, exists on the books still today. What is that law? It is the Patients Protection Act, Patients Protection and Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare. I helped behind the scenes to convince members of Congress. So you want to walk on my property, I will legally, spiritually, ethically, and peacefully rebuke you. And as of now, there's a police report on you. And let's just say, I'm not telling you all the things that are legally on you, but there is law enforcement involved. You thought you were funny? You thought you were going to harass me? You thought you were going to keep dogging my show? Oh no. You, sir, are dealing with Albert J. Torcaso. You hurt me or threaten me. You hurt my friends, whether they are in the United States of America or in Japan. You try to attack me or my friends or my family, and you're going down. You're going down legally. You're going down peacefully. But you, sir, are going to be prosecuted. So I would cease and desist immediately. I would cease and desist because I will be speaking to more authorities. Oh, and by the way, sir, what you're doing may be constituted as actually an act of terrorism. And if that happens, you can get indefinite imprisonment. You didn't know that, did you? Because of the National Defense Authorization Act, and because of the United States Patriot Acts, and the Military Commissions Act of 2006 and 2009, and so on and so forth, you can be held without bond, without a trial, indefinitely, if the federal authorities think what you have done is actually an act of terrorism. And it can be constituted even without violence. So you, sir, better stand down, because legally and peacefully and ethically and spiritually, you do not attack me, and you do not attack my family. I'm a humanitarian. I love people. But you will never threaten me, nor will you scare me. I'm not scared, but I will find justice. And you have already been reported to the authorities. You thought you were going to play with me? You thought I'll never take action just because I'm a nice guy. If you really believe that, yes, I'm a nice guy, but I believe in self-defense and self-preservation. You're not going to attack me and my family. So if I were you, I would tune into this Facebook Live later, and I would expect you to man up for once and identify yourself and apologize. And then and only then, I might consider dropping any charges. I said I might. I did not say I would. You threatened me. Now you've crossed the line. Now you've crossed the line when you call my house and do what you had done yesterday. Now you've walked into a very dangerous, legally dangerous situation. The federal authorities are now looking for you, sir. And so will the local ones be. And we will subpoena all telecom, communicating, or telephone companies. That's right, the telecom communications companies. So you think that they can't find you. What you didn't realize is I was in law enforcement. And as for you, if you attack me or my family, whether they are here in the Philippines or wherever, I will take all the legal action and peaceful action that I can, but we will have justice. This is not a pretty Facebook Live. This is an extreme measure that I would normally not take, but now you're attacking me at my home? Don't worry. The police are looking for you. With that, I apologize to any and all other viewers of this, but I'm protecting myself and my family. And that includes my family around the globe. And my ancestry is Sicilian descent, of Sicilian American descent. And I am also another part of Italy. So I'm Italian from two different parts. Let me tell you something about the Italian people. We believe in protecting ourselves. We believe in self-defense. We believe in preserving our lives and our families' lives. You threaten me, now the police and the FBI are going to know who this stalker is. They're going to find you. You don't stalk me and my family. That's something you do not do. As I always told people, I am a humanitarian, but I will take actions legally and peacefully when I have to. Thank you for your time. And again, to the person who thinks he's a stalker, if I were you, I'd man up real quick, because you're already in legal trouble. I don't make idle promises. I follow through. With that, let me just say this to everybody that ever sees this. You must protect yourself legally, ethically, spiritually, and peacefully to the best of your ability. But if you ever need to go further, you need to be prepared to protect your life at all costs. And that is all that I'm going to say. I love all of you, but I will not be threatened in my own home. And when you think you're going to bully me or stalk me, you will face legal consequences. With that, I love all of you. And just a real quick off subject, I am pleased to announce that Precious Pumpkin actually had a bowel movement after many, many, many weeks and being in bad shape. She finally had a small bowel movement. So I would like prayers from each and every one of you for the protection of Annette, my animals, and myself. And I would also like you to know I would not have gone this route if this man did not put my life in danger. He is now going to face legal consequences. I came on here to do this because he is not the only one who thinks they can harass me. I want to thank Jonathan, of course Shannon and Gemma, and anyone else that comes on here. But understand something. You need to preserve your life. You protect yourself spiritually, legally. You protect yourself ethically. But protect yourself, all right? I love you all, and good morning.